know the Bullets ain't got no name. I'm good. I don't want no problem, sweetheart. I'm chilling. I'm chilling.
No, I don't even know your name, sweetheart.
Two. Top of the top, it's your main man, Custom Chuck, my guy D.Son.
Yup.
And unfortunately, we were out the beautiful Toya Poppington today, but we still are the League of Extraordinary Chicagoans. Episode 7, man. 7. Feels good.
7, one of my favorite numbers.
That's a godly number, right? 7 is a good number.
Yep.
Kanye was heavy on that 7 shit when he was doing all them albums that made everybody mad at good music.
Yeah, 7 is the circle of completion or some shit like
That's
that.
a fact.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, come on, man. Hey, man, learn y'all numbers out there, man.
Give myself some flowers in 7 episodes, man.
Early.
We letting y'all know right now, again, early. This is the managed episode. Toya not here.
Oh, yeah.
We getting real managed on this episode. We talking that talk, all managed.
Ain't got no censorship.
No censorship, nothing. We finna really get into it. Talking that talk I'm supposed to, man. So first of all, let's give some flowers to Ty Lue. 5-year deal with the Clippers. We were talking about that.
Yep.
I really wanted him and Sam Cassell to get that job, so I'm not really tripping. I fuck with Ty Lue like that.
He hired Chauncey Billups too as his assistant coach.
That's for real already?
Yep.
Okay. And that's what I'm saying. I think his staff is gonna be crazy. He gotta have a crazy staff because like all the hoopers we watched really growing up is gonna be coaching now.
I'm interested to see how it's gonna work. You know, I think Ty Lue is a good voice for the Clippers.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing is, shit, if they ain't want to listen to Doc, you know what I mean? But
I mean, we'll see. Doc be the one stat about Doc that I don't like is he be losing them 3-1 leads a lot in the playoffs, bro. He never has had a playoff successful team beside Boston, and them 3-4 Hall of Famers on that team.
A lot of people think he like supremely overrated.
I mean, I'm starting to agree with those people.
A lot of people think he's super duper overrated.
Because, like, really, like, where was his success? Boston, right?
Boston.
Big time in success. And you have 4 Hall of Famers. And I'm going to put Rondo in that group now.
Yeah.
Paul Pierce, KG, and Ray.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, you get 1 and you lose 1.
How long did they stay together?
I think it was 3 years, 4 years.
Would you say they underachieved?
No. I think they was the goal was to get that 1. If they would have got 2, they would have all of them wanted to get that 1. Paul Pierce knew he wanted to solidify his career. KG knew he wanted to solidify his career. I don't know if Ray had one at that point, but that solidified his career. That's it.
I think they should have won 2. I mean, they would have beat the Lakers that year had Kendrick Perkins not got hurt.
Yeah,
towards
Kendrick
ACL
Perkins
in Game 6.
Like, towards ACL. So that's like a freak accident.
Because next thing you know, in Game 7, Kobe got like 17 or 18 rebounds or some shit.
So like he knew exactly what he was doing.
Right.
So I mean, you take advantage of that situation.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think they underachieved. I know for a fact, they want to get 1. That's hard as shit.
Yeah.
Or to repeat and going against. No, I don't think they wouldn't. I mean, they would have been great, but no.
Yeah.
They glad with that 1. They needed that 1 to solidify.
And then that third year, I remember that third year they was hurt. That's when they lost to Orlando.
Yeah.
That's when Rondo was like that.
He went crazy.
And
like
that third year,
doubles and shit.
Because I remember at first everybody was saying he was like a liability. He was the weakest link.
Yeah.
But that third year, Rondo was Rondo. Like,
he got mad about it. Like he did with the Lakers. He couldn't shoot. I mean, he's always had that knock on his career that he couldn't shoot. So this offseason, all he was doing was working on his jump shot. Now he's hitting open jump shots and you can't guard him.
That 3-point slider went up, baby, at the bubble.
That's it.
That 3-point slider like an 81 in the bubble, boy.
Now he lit.
You know what I'm
Championship
saying?
Rondo.
He got busy in the finals, man.
Went crazy.
He got busy against the Heat. Well, what was that, like the last
2 games?
3 games?
The last 2 games I watched him, he went surgical.
Yeah.
He's like, nah, we finna beat y'all last. Like, we ain't going home.
That's some real.
Getting this one.
That's some real leadership though, and somebody who been there, done that, and know what it takes.
Coming off the bench too.
Like, you know what, y'all y'all got this shit fucked up. Let me show y'all what it is.
Yeah.
Like, I'm war ready. I've been here. I've done that.
Yeah. Relax. This is how we gonna do this, and this is how we gonna run the ship.
Yeah. How you feel about that Game 6, man? They blew them motherfuckers off the floor.
I mean, I think Miami gave all they had at 5. Not all they had, but the fight was so hard in 5 to get that one, and then the 6 is like, all right. It was like, man,
I give them credit for getting 2.
Yeah, that's tough.
I give them credit for getting 2 because I didn't see it, but then when I look at how they won those 2 games, like the Herculean effort it took for them to win those 2 games, it was like, bro, y'all can't do that shit 4 times.
That's tough. Especially like Rondo said, you're not gonna be a Rondo and LeBron James led team 4 times in the series. That's extremely. And Jimmy said it too. It's hard to you know you're gonna run into LeBron, so it's hard to run into LeBron and beat him 4 times. It's extremely hard to do so. Man, it was close. I mean,
they had a good run, man. They had a good run, man.
They just need a little bit more. But they had some good pieces. But you still look at the pieces they had. The shooter,
Tyler Hero or Duncan Robinson.
Duncan Robinson. I mean, he's not really like that yet. He could be, but I mean, lights out shooter. But when it's really playoff time like that, they on his ass.
Yeah.
Tyler Hero, 19, 20 years old. Yeah, it's sweet, but yeah, now we on your ass. You know what I'm saying? That shit get tight in there. So now it's like the superstars that they were relying on. And Jimmy did Jimmy, but Jimmy was having to go 40, 15 inside. Come on, man. That's damn near. That's tough.
It's too much. Tough. I say when I was looking at that series, I'm like, you know what, Jimmy going through what Rose was going through those years when they was going against Miami and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you asking this man to go out here and have to do this shit night in and night out. Nah.
Against the best.
Not when you're going against a superior team.
Yeah, against the best, night in, night out, in a high pressure playoff situation. And you've been that's tough, man. But I mean that's pro shit.
Yeah, that's
tough.
It's part of it, man. So I mean,
and he did a couple times, but then you fall short.
Yeah, you fall. I mean, it ain't no.
It's team sport.
There's never no shame in losing to a superior team, man. Like it ain't never no shame. Like I don't think it's nobody outside of motherfuckers who lived in Miami who thought they was going to win that series. I don't even think the motherfuckers in Miami thought they was going to win that series.
Yeah,
unless you was in the jersey.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless you was in the jersey.
They just wanted to make sure it was a good fight. Shout out to Jimmy.
Yeah, he did his thing. Spo did his thing too.
Shout out all of them, man. Doing a damn good job.
Yeah, Spo did his thing too, man. You know what I mean? So I mean, yeah, man. You know, so I mean, what we got? We got nothing. We got really nothing left, but we got football. Well,
Dak, shit,
maybe.
Dak just got hurt. So Dak. So what does that do for the Cowboys? Who's the backup was Andy Dalton though.
Andy Dalton.
And didn't they win a game?
He came back.
Yeah, so I mean, Andy Dalton, a veteran in Cincinnati, a lot of years, did decent.
He's the best backup quarterback in the world.
Yeah, they said the knock was that he had no, skill position and players in the line and shit, all that. But Cincinnati was terrible. So now you in Dallas with you got all the pieces you need.
Them niggas got 4 receivers, bro.
Let's see.
Dak was putting up crazy numbers though.
What did he got? An ankle, right? A compound fracture.
Compound fracture.
Ankle.
Yeah.
Out for the rest of the season for real. And then you just see what happens after that. But I mean, I don't think that that's gonna really be a career.
No.
He wasn't. Yeah. That's something.
Like he got the Gordon Hayward joint.
Yeah, you're gonna bounce right back from that. That's just more about rehab.
You fuck up his bag though?
Nah, I don't think so. He didn't sign already.
Nah,
he did not.
He got the
franchise.
He got the franchise.
Yeah, now this gonna
I don't think it.
Hell, it's Jerry Jones. Get the fuck out of there. If they weren't trying to give no money before, you just got hurt. Now they're not gonna. You're not gonna get what you wanted to before that.
They might take care of it.
Yeah, they're gonna take the eye. That's a $20 million injury right there. Easy.
Mm-hmm.
Guaranteed. If they was gonna give him whatever they was, man, let me get $20 million back. You just got hurt. You damaged goods now.
That's tough.
So you got to come back from this now because they're gonna play it against him. Now they know he wants to come back and prove that he's a good player.
Mm-hmm.
So now that is gonna take care of itself. We're gonna pay you, accordingly, but we're not gonna cash you out and break no records on you now.
They probably cap him again. I didn't know that I didn't know in football you can cap the same person 3 times.
3 times in a row.
They players union should be ashamed of themselves.
Yeah, 3. You should not. I mean, I think it should be 2. If you, and that's a lot. If you get capped in 1 year,
I just want 1.
Yeah, I mean that's
after that you should pay me.
Yeah, after 2, I mean, damn, some got to give. I'm either traded or I'm taking off the tag. That's how I feel because, come on, man, and I'm still putting up the numbers.
Mm-hmm. That's just cheap.
Yeah, man.
That was some other shit.
Usually are.
Some other shit, man.
That's slave ownership.
What you saying? I was about to say talk that shit. You saying it's like the new form of slavery?
Oh no, that's college sports.
That's college. Oh well, yeah, definitely college football.
No other industry, no other multi-billion-dollar industry do you have where you don't pay the employees. Like the merch sales, the concession sales, the TV deals, the ticket sales, the parking sales. $billion industry from college football. That's why and now they have whole networks, Pac-12, the Texas network. You have these independent universities that also move like businesses. Mm-hmm. And now you never pay the employees. And okay, you give them a scholarship, and they get a free education. They still have to take care of their responsibilities as an athlete. And I mean, you get gifts, you get you may get some gear and shit like that, but you're not really cashing no money out. Like if you're a primetime player at a big university, if you the man at Alabama and they're selling your jersey and your jersey is selling 30,000 jerseys a year for 2-3 years, and you see none of that money, like come on, man. And then don't make the league. Get hurt or something like that, or just don't make the league, or the percentage is still small. A lot of college primetime players don't go pro or don't stick, and then you left with like nothing. Now you got to fall back on that degree. Like you all your eggs was in this basket. You weren't getting nothing along the way. Those 3 or 4 years, or after that. So now they still selling your jerseys. They still selling your likeness. They still selling all the memories of you. The games you played are still being replayed on their channels and their TV stations, and you get none of that, bro. That's modern day slavery.
That shit used to.
And the funnel just keeps coming.
That shit used to trip me out. Used to trip me out like when I used to, because I was a big fan of NCAA football shit on the games on PlayStation and shit like that. So it used to trip me out like how like every year, like the next year, got breaking news on ESPN. Hold on, Le'Veon Bell is expected to sign with the Chiefs. Oh my
Jesus Christ! He was released by the Jets, right?
Yeah.
Did they say why they released him though? Was it just like
because Adam Gates a fucking goofy?
And then he'll go to the Chiefs.
Hey,
the fuck?
I think that shit whack.
That's the new way of sports. But we're gonna get to that. But go ahead.
Yeah, God damn, man. But yeah, I used to buy the NCAA game and shit, and it used to trip me out how I used to always ask myself when I was a shorty, like, how come I think the first one I ever got was the one with Carson Palmer on the cover. Yeah, just got drafted by the Bengals or whatever. And I'm like, why they got Carson Palmer on there? He in the league. Yeah. But then once I found out everything that was going on with the college sports, I was like, like I get it or whatever. But that's why that NCAA shit don't come out no more anyway, because the guy Ed O'Banion, he sued. He sued them.
Yeah, he sued the NCAA for his likeness. Yeah, everybody got a big settlement. Most people, if you were on video games, got a little bit of that. But yeah, exactly, that's the point. So why does it pertain to the game or the video game, but not to real life?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that same issue or same concept should apply to real life in my eyes. So y'all gonna pay us for a game that y'all was putting out over all these years. You're using our likeness, and you should get some money for that. So now the real. So what about
the cashing out?
What? So what about all the games and the merch and jerseys and hats and all the stuff now that's gonna keep getting sold? You know, but
college is the original. College. That's the original no fun league, baby.
What? Doesn't matter. So we get into what were you talking about? Le'Veon Bell going to the Chiefs, and this new just I guess I hate to say the word culture for lack of a better term, but the new culture of sports is like we all gonna just gang up and just ball out together, rather than like I'm just I feel like it was a more different old school approach when we were coming up, and the guys that I liked was like I'm gonna stick with my team and I'm gonna get it how I'm gonna get it, maybe with my couple of teammates, but I'm not gonna go with nobody else and form these super teams and try to win.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different culture. What you said that shit was whack. Why you feel that way?
I feel like as far as like with the Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, the new shit.
Oh no, when I say it's whack, it's just me on some hate shit.
Oh.
Like it's just me on some hate shit, man. Like you don't
fuck with the Chiefs like that, or you don't fuck with Le'Veon Bell?
I fuck with Le'Veon.
But the Chiefs, you're not fucking with.
I fuck with the Chiefs too, man. I'm just cool. I'm tired of playing online on Madden. I'm playing the same niggas who always get the Chiefs.
Oh, that's
but I mean, like I mean, bro, like it's overkill with them over there, man.
The Chiefs?
Yeah, like did he really have to go there?
Where did you want him to go? What would have been a better fit option, and who wants him to? I mean, you just don't know that.
He had 3 prime destinations. He had the Bills, which I thought
would have been decent.
Would have been perfect.
They got one of the best defenses in the league, right?
Yeah, the Bills, the Chiefs, and the Dolphins. I eliminated Miami. Niggas not going to the Dolphins unless they just want to live in Miami for a couple.
Yeah, I just want to go get. I got a lot of money. I'm good. I go to Miami and kick it for a couple years.
You know what I mean?
2-3 years.
Yeah, but I thought the Bills would have been a good fit. But over that, now you finna give Andy Reid fucking Le'Veon Bell. I don't even think Le'Veon 30.
No, he's not.
I don't even think Le'Veon 30. He gonna be renewed with a chance to win a ring. I feel like damn near just get them niggas go ahead and just you want to crown them off for crown their asses.
Give it to him now. And Reed, you give running backs like a what?
What?
He finna have 100 catches out the backfield.
That shit crazy to me, man. So
it's only one ball though. That's a lot of. You got Sammy, you got Reek, you got Le'Veon,
Mikael Hardman,
you got and a tight end
Kelsey. But I mean, if there's anybody who can make sure everybody happy, I'm pretty sure it's him and it's Pat Mahomes. So I ain't
I
really.
don't even know if it's that much patches. Andy's just so nice with it.
Andy Reid is him when it comes to
He
playing.
is definitely him.
Nah,
He been him. He gonna be him for a long time.
Man, fuck them niggas, man. I'm like, shit, the Bears 4-1. That's all I care about.
Here you go, this Bears shit. Who the starting quarterback for the Bears this week?
Shit, no, I don't care if it was me, nigga. Like, oh, it's gonna be Foles though, man.
4-1, that's all that matters.
4-1 is all that matter. I don't care how ugly it look.
Foles, I'm fucking with Foles right now though.
I don't care how ugly it look, man. Like we 4-1. That's all that matter. And we beat Brady them.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Bum ass niggas over there, man.
That was a crazy game, man.
They said Brady out here looking like Cat Rooney from any given Sunday.
Brady out here, he was looking very, very average.
Cat
He was not
Rooney.
looking like
That
Tom.
nigga said Cat Rooney.
He was not looking like Tom,
For
man.
anybody who don't know who Cat Rooney is, listening, man. Jamie Foxx, LL Cool J. It was a bunch of motherfuckers in that movie, man. Al Pacino, any given
That's a
Sunday.
classic. That's a classic.
Cap motherfucking Rooney.
But Cap held it down a little bit. Then he got that motherfucking back.
He came back in the playoff game. He came back in the playoff game. It was balling, but they couldn't like really move the ball or some shit. So they went back to Willie Beeman.
Yeah, I'm talking about him looking like Cap.
They said that man was like Cap Rooney. I was like, wow.
Any Given Sunday was that shit though.
Any given Sunday was fucking fire.
Who else? You had Terrell Owens was in there, low key.
Terrell Owens was in that.
Bill Bellamy was balling there as a
Bill
dope ass
Bellamy was in
receiver.
it. It was a bunch
There was a
of
running back in there.
Lawrence Taylor was in that movie.
Yeah, Alexander from the Seahawks, the running back. It was a whole bunch of real football players.
That movie was dope.
And that made it really look
Carmen
crazy.
Diaz was in that bitch.
What was up? Yeah, she was going crazy. I was like, damn, I forgot Carmen
She was
Diaz
like
that.
she won
The
was
GM?
she
Yeah,
the owner of the GM?
She was the owner's daughter. The owner had died, and now she took over the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like Sheena was like the head coach / GM type shit. And she was like, oh, this is how we gonna do it now.
Star-studded cast, man.
Willie Beeman.
Well, hey Malcolm, can you fact check and see when that came out, G?
What year do you think that? Wait.
I really think it was like 98 for whatever dumbass reason. I think that shit came out in like late 90s.
Wait, so nah, that shit was like 01. Nah, it might be
No.
02? Fuck with me at 02 now.
Where we at now? Where we at, man? I'm
Any
thinking.
Given Sunday?
I'm thinking 98, man.
1999.
Damn, yeah, that's crazy.
Damn, niggas is old.
Just seemed forever ago.
Man, let's talk about the 90s, man. Like the golden age.
Let's talk
like,
about movies in that time. Okay, so I'm thinking, what other dope ass movies around that time was like staples, right? You got New Jack City.
New Jack City. It's
Love
one of
and
my favorite movies right there.
Okay, let's talk about what's some of your favorite scenes in New Jack City.
When G Money was on the motherfucking basketball court, and he was like, he shot that bitch. He was like, yeah,
Cash and money.
cash money.
Cash money. Yeah, man,
That and then what's her name? What's her name was my chick.
Keita, something like that. Yeah.
Keisha. Yeah, she was like when Ice-T was trying to walk in.
Yeah.
Was trying to walk in. She was like, "Hold on, who the fuck is you, nigga? Like, who the fuck is you, nigga?" He was like, G, know me? He was like, "I don't give a fuck. I don't know you, nigga."
I don't know you, nigga. When
Yeah.
she shot a Jamaican dude in the head and blew his brains out in broad daylight.
Yeah.
Gangster.
Yeah.
That's how you blow a nigga brains out in broad. Rockabye,
Right,
baby.
yeah, man, that was a cold.
She was
ass
hard.
movie.
Ugh.
New Jack City was my shit.
New Jack City was that shit.
New Jack City. It was a bunch of cold ass movies in the 90s, man. What else we got, man? There's a lot of them. Now when you got to think about it, you like, damn.
Bring up some more classics during that time for us, Malcolm, please.
Got Belly.
Oh.
Bad Boys.
Belly came out in the 90s?
99.
90s. Let's do 90s early to mid 2000s.
Bad
That's my
Boys.
range. Bad Boys.
The first Bad Boys.
Love
was
and, when was
definitely
Love and Basketball?
Love and Basketball was probably like 97 or some shit like that. 97, 98.
I'm going a little further back.
I think Love and Basketball was kind of
2000.
What?
Yeah. Unpopular opinion. Man.
Okay, I mean, you can live with that. What was whack about Love and Basketball? Now you saying that now, have you always thought that? Like
I always thought
Why?
that ain't shit. That ain't shit. But the hood notebook.
Oh, so what you mean? Motherfuckers was fucking with Notebook too.
That shit was trash too.
You a hater. Notebook is what it is. I see what it is. I ain't gonna lie and say I ain't used that a couple times to finesse some, some situations.
The Notebook?
Some bums. Yeah.
The Notebook?
What? But Loving Basketball, boy, you tweaking, boy. That was like 7th, 8th
I
grade.
thought that shit was trash, and that nigga was trash too.
Yeah, his skills was kind of suspect. Them jump shots and pull-ups I wasn't fucking with.
His girl was better than him.
I mean, shit, it is what it is. She went on to be a staple in the WNBA. That was a big movie, man. I ain't fucking with you on that. The soundtrack was lit too. What is you talking about?
That don't mean the movie was cold.
I mean, the soundtrack was part of the movie though.
Whatever.
Cap. Next, I'm not fucking with him on that.
Anaconda came out in the 90s.
Man, how you go from Loving Basketball to Anaconda?
I just brought it up. I'm thinking of the 90s.
J-Lo?
I'm thinking about J-Lo. J-Lo was fine as hell in that movie, boy.
That's all you know. I knew that. I don't know if you knew that. J-Lo was in there going crazy.
Yeah, J-Lo was fine as hell in there. And she had a scene too with the tank top that had the areola poking out.
Man, I'm already snowing that. I'm like, wow, I like that. That's real nudity back then. That was a real whole titty, boy. I was geek. Motherfuckers were just busting it open back then. You had to hope you saw some shit. You had to hope you saw some shit. J-Lo titty out.
90s was the golden era. Everything was better than 90s, man.
90s, 2000s, man. I'm fucking with it, man.
Besides basketball, but I'm off that. But everything was better than 90s though. Everything, nigga. Yeah, the cartoons, nigga, the movies.
Cartoons. What cartoons was you fucking with? I was fucking with Hey Arnold.
Doug.
Come on, motherfucker, sleep. Doug was that shit, boy.
And whole time, if a nigga right now on Halloween, dress up like Doug,
you win.
Because Doug wardrobe was actually pretty fire.
He was kind of like this. He was this man. They had them sneakers that one time that was hot.
Yeah,
them crazy kicks. Man, come on, man, stop playing with me. Doug was really like that, bro.
Yeah, so you know,
Patty Mayonnaise.
I'm
fucking with Doug.
What was the name? Rocket Power.
I fucking with Rocket Power. That was the two kids on like the beach, right?
Yeah. The skateboarders.
Yeah, they was really good.
Rugrats, obviously.
Come on, man, stop! Don't even do that. Rugrats is like
Arthur.
Arthur was that. Come on, Arthur was that shit.
This is crazy.
I want really. What was that?
Looking at the list of cartoons in the 90s, I was like, this shit's crazy.
Oh yeah, I wasn't really a Ren and Stimpy fan.
I fucked with Ren and Stimpy a little bit.
I was Scooby Doo nigga.
I fuck with Scooby Doo. I fuck with DuckTales.
The Jetsons.
A little
Flintstones.
bit. Flintstones. You know what was the fucking show?
Flintstones.
The dinosaur show. It was like a real life.
It was just. I think it was just called Dinosaurs.
That shit was lit, yo. I don't know where that shit came. The little baby dinosaur, the dad, the mom, and the grandma and shit.
Yeah.
I had like a little.
Not the mama.
That shit was lit.
You know what else I fucked with? And it's actually on HBO Plus. Oh, of course, X-Men, of course.
Yeah, of course.
But come on, the dude that Space Ghost. Yeah, I fucked with that. That was the one with the talk show host that was a cartoon. He was a he was a nigga who lived on space or whatever, and he would interview motherfuckers like Coolio and Busta Rhymes and shit like that, and like different people. Man, it's on HBO Plus. Yeah, that shit was cold. It was a talk show. It was a talk show. It'll come on late night on the Cartoon Network. It'll come on at like 10:30 p.m. You know what I mean? Yeah. A real life superhero that lived on space. A cartoon. And he would be literally, it was on some like Jay Leno type shit. And the motherfucker be sitting with, like coming through the TV and he'd be interviewing. And he had Busta Rhymes on there, he had Coolio on there. That shit was super dope.
I was fucking with
the Oprah on there one time too.
Boondocks, of course. Boondocks
190s though.
I don't know, I just had to say that shit when you said Cartoon Network. I love it.
Adult Swim. Cartoon Network, same shit.
I know, I wouldn't mean that.
Then I fucked with the all the Nick at Night shit at the time. Saturday night, when you was a shorty man on Nick, that was the shit, boy. You had all that. Chris explains it all.
Yo, this shit used to go back to back and be
Are you afraid of the dark?
Stop playing with me. Goosebumps and shit.
Yeah, good man.
Man, listen, Jack. Hey, what was the first one you said?
All that.
All that was that shit. Chris explains it all was lit. I can't even.
All that was like.
The song was. Check it
TLC.
out.
All that to me was like, to me, that shit was our cartoon. Yeah. I mean, like our cartoon, even though obviously it's for everybody, but I feel like, it wasn't a cartoon, but I feel like that was our show for like African Americans, like black people. Like that's our shit right there.
Yeah, that was going crazy.
You know what I mean? Because it like had all that. It was, to me, that's like the original. What was that shit like when they like when Disney was pushing out all them stars like Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears and all that shit.
The Mickey Mouse Club.
The Mickey Mouse Club.
Yeah.
That to me was all that. All that to me, all that was doing that shit first.
Did Kenan and Kel come from all
Kenan and Kel came from that.
Legends,
the young generation.
Yeah,
Saturday Night Live. Hummer the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
Yeah. Kenan and Kel came from that, man. I think
And then
Kale's still doing his thing.
yeah, what?
He on
Stupid,
he on
going
Saturday Night
nuts.
Live,
He's
bro.
a legend, bro. He is an underrated legend in
Yeah.
comedy, in like entertainment. He is an underrated, not
He's-
talked about enough legend,
he's still
living
doing
legend,
his
bro.
thing.
Living fucking legend. 20, 30 years going stupid.
Yeah,
Behind the scenes, right, going dumb, bro.
He
He got. I gotta make sure that's.
yeah, give him his flowers.
Make sure I give my man his flowers.
Mm-hmm. He oh shit, okay. He definitely.
He goes
Yeah,
stupid, bro.
he definitely underrated. Like,
Man.
I definitely think. Because
Legend.
every time you look up, I'm like, man, I remember
No.
might have been a year or two ago.
Malcolm, stop and start.
And I was like, damn, this nigga on. I'm like, damn, this nigga's on. I'm like, damn, this nigga's on.